Well, we're watching Cal67 Gaming, and this is going to be our final
Just
year. There will be a couple more videos just to tie up where
and
we are,
ultimately get the
get
best
game of the
decade.
decade. But today we're just looking for the best game of 2019. So 2019 should be fresh in the memory of everyone. And as is always the case, this is probably, I think this would be the shortest list because this is the game that this is the year that we played the least games from.
Yeah.
To be quite fair, because you catch up with games from previous years, we haven't had that catch up time. So let's get straight into it with a game that I really quite liked. It was an exclusive on.
Xbox?
It wasn't exclusive.
Was it not?
I thought it was exclusive because it came out Game Pass day one, but I'm pretty sure it came out on PlayStation as well. Anyway, this was The Outer Worlds.
No, I didn't play this one at all.
I did, and it was a great game. This is again very high in nostalgia factor because this is a game which is very reminiscent of what people in the 40s and 50s thought that the future was going to be like. So it's got that retro edge as well as being a sci-fi adventure. This is the next thing that Obsidian did. And you know what? They just keep hitting home runs. This one again, you play there's some first person shootery bits in it.
I've just never got around to actually playing it. I don't believe.
But this is an RPG. It's a very good RPG. I haven't played it all the way through. It's quite a recent game, and obviously
We've got tons of games to play.
Tons of other games that I'm playing. But what I've played of it so far, I absolutely love. That retro sci-fi aesthetic, just something that we've kind of seen in the past. I think sort of BioShock kind of had it and that sort of thing, but this just taking it to the nth degree. Brilliant game. And if you've got Game Pass, get it played. It's brilliant.
Now, we'll return from the Borderlands series and
We did.
Borderlands 3. Now,
this is your thing then, isn't it? You played this one.
they don't rush these games. I believe we've only had 4 main games and the one Telltale game. But I haven't played much of it.
Wait a minute. 4?
Yeah, we've only had 4. Because we had the pre-sequel.
Ah, right, okay.
But
I just wondered how you got to 4 when we
no,
were up
because
to
you
3.
had 1, 2, pre-sequel, and then now it's 3.
Okay.
But it's just one of those where it's like it's a shooter, so it's right where I like games. But it's got like a cartoon aspect.
Yeah,
this
one,
its
even though it's
shading.
gone next gen,
It still kept that art
it's
style.
got. There's not a massive leap in graphics, is there? Because
No.
because the art style, the way it was
Yeah.
perfectly suited as was.
And for me, it's a brilliant shooter and a brilliant series. I can't fault the game for what I've played of it. I've only I believe I've put like an hour or 2 into it, maybe.
No, need to put some more.
But
Too many games to play, as is
yeah,
always the case.
too many.
But is this a continuation of the games that went before? Because there seems to be a big break between, or is this like a soft reboot?
I believe that it continues the story.
Right. Okay.
I'm not right sure because obviously I haven't played that much of it. But I believe it is because really the order of the game's release doesn't actually match because it's 1 pre-sequel, 2, 3. So
that's another one that's worth considering.
Yeah.
I think we're going back to you. You're our 2019 correspondent so far. Another one that you got day one on Game Pass.
Gears 5.
Gears 5. No, this one's not Gears of War 5, is it?
No, it's Gears 5.
Surely it's Gears 1, because all the rest were Gears of War.
No, it's
I'm
Gears
being
5.
pedantic, but
Now, this one follows Gears of War 4. So really going in depth in the story would mean spoiling a bit of Gears of War 4 if people haven't played it.
well, we don't have to go in depth of the story, but
But instead
how,
of playing as JD or Marcus, this time you're actually playing as Kate.
but how does the gameplay fare?
It's basically...
Is it carbon copy of Gears 4, or
It's like...
has it been improved in any way?
Yeah, it's like an improvement on 4. The characters are the... Well, most of the characters are from 4, but there's some new ones and that. Some from older games, and it kind of just mashes all the good things from the rest of the games into a brand new one. The multiplayer suite's brilliant, and yeah, the horde mode's also a really good one as well.
It's another one that's certainly in the conversation. Okay, you're definitely 2019 correspondent here, because I think another one that we might want to talk about is Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh, I've been playing this a ton recently.
Tell me about it.
I've completed the story. I've been doing tons of time opening the crypt. To be honest, there's tons of characters to choose from. Obviously,
But it's not about the characters, it's about how does it play.
yeah,
And
it plays like any other standard Mortal Kombat. I believe it's just a refined version in number
well,
of
I
10.
don't think it's even refined at this point. I think it's just improved graphics engines and what have you.
Yeah,
Because you always had, which you've got in this one as well, the smooth transitions between animations, and the fluidity of the movement of the characters just kind of works. You've just got different characters instead of having your horror classics. You've got the Terminator, haven't you?
yeah. You've got Terminator. Joker's just came out, I believe. And obviously you've got some returning characters like Sindel, Shang Tsung, and Nightwolf. But I believe the next character for the first combat pack is Spawn to come out.
Well, it's getting silly again then.
But
it plays well.
yeah, graphically it's brilliant.
I think we're all new fatalities as well, aren't we?
Yeah, I believe every game gives the characters new fatalities.
They didn't used to.
No, but this game it's like all new fatalities, and it's like there's no X-rays. It's fatal blows, which you get near the end.
But they are sort of X-rays.
Sort of X-rays, apart from it doesn't show the bones break in it.
Well, you do. There is. I've seen.
Yeah,
that.
that's crushing blows.
All right.
You've
okay.
got, which are like you can do at any time in the match, but fatal blows you can only do when you're at the final part of your health bar. But I don't mind it in that, and I started off playing as Katana, and now I've moved on to Terminator, and I'll probably just alternate between them.
But you definitely put a lot of hours into it, so
Yeah.
it must be good. Another game that you as 2019 correspondent can tell us all about: Crash Team Racing.
Yeah, Crash Team Racing.
Is this a
Nitro
remake
Fueled.
of the original one from the PlayStation 1?
It's both Crash Team Racing and Crash Nitro Kart.
Well.
So it's a mix of them both. I believe the
So
main
you've got
story...
the control scheme that's kind of borked modern standard then.
Oh yeah, it's like
X for accelerate.
Yeah, the normal, like the default is X to accelerate, RB or LB is your drift, and then RB or LB, depending which one. It's the opposite, is your drift boost when it gets to the red part, and left stick's Q1. But I've changed it so that the right trigger's my accelerator, because that just fits with me a bit more. But
make it play like a modern game.
yeah, and it's like the story mode is a remaster of the first one, I guess.
So how does it compare to, say, Mario Kart 8 or Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing?
I'd say it's probably the best out of the three.
Really?
That's my personal opinion. But
maybe I'm going to have to play it, because
I mean, I love it. It's up to people's personal opinions.
Always had always had its fans, but I remember back in the PS1 days when it first came out, the original Crash Team Racing, it was kind of big because you couldn't get Mario Kart on PlayStation.
PS1.
It wasn't because it was the big thing, but maybe I should give it a go, see how it compares.
It's a really good racing game. Obviously, that you unlock different characters to the pit stop, but It's kind of, the coin system is weirdish because you get multipliers on like weekends and when the pit stop refreshes. But if you're gonna get coins, it's really online that you're playing and stuff. But yeah, and there's Grand Prix every month, I believe.
Okay. Another game that you got.
I've got, but I
Um,
haven't played.
Have you not?
No,
Alright,
I
well,
haven't played.
it's Rage 2.
Yes,
I've
no.
seen it played. I like the colourfulness of it. It's a dystopian first person shooter, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
But because it's a shooter, I haven't played it, so I can't tell you what it's like.
I haven't played it either, so I can't say what it's like.
But if you have a look behind us here, you'll see some gameplay, because we will get some gameplay done for for this. And if it's your favourite, then we'll consider what 4 we're going to put forward for you to vote for. It might be there. So
No.
that was Rage 2.
One that came out on Nintendo Switch, Tetris 99.
Yeah, this was kind of this.
It's like a battle royale,
This-
but Tetris.
This was the sweetener for Nintendo Online,
Yeah.
which is the biggest scumbag cash grab in gaming history. Because I totally get when Microsoft and Sony say, yes, we charge you a fee, but
We'll give you free games.
you do
and that.
get some big games, and we put the money towards
servers
keeping
and stuff.
the servers updated and whatever.
This just use your internet.
Nintendo doesn't even use servers. You, as the customer, become their server.
Yeah.
But anyway, the
It
game.
is cheaper than the rest, but they don't give away free games.
Yeah, but you do well as all the NES games.
Yeah, but that's just
SNES games.
ports.
But you got a million ones to play them anyway.
Yeah.
But this is the only real selling point for Nintendo Online
Yeah.
is
Apart
Tetris
from
99.
playing online on games,
Yeah.
but Tetris 99 was an online only battle. Well, until DLC came out for it, it was online only battle royale Tetris. I love this.
Well, Tetris is Tetris.
I played a ton of it.
It hasn't changed since it first came out in the late 80s, I think.
Just became more colourful.
Graphics get refined, but the game is exactly the same as it ever was. I don't think there's going to be many people on the planet that haven't played a Tetris game.
But the one thing that I don't get about Tetris 99 is it's a free game, digitally, but you can buy a physical copy of it.
Has that got like a one-player mode though?
No, it's only got Nintendo Online in it.
All right, okay.
So it's...
But-
I don't get that.
But
But
Tetris
the
is what
game
Tetris
itself is really good.
You know exactly what you're
You're
getting. You've played it a million times before, and you'll play it a million times again. What else have we got?
We had Kingdom Hearts 3, didn't we?
Did have Kingdom Hearts 3.
I haven't played this one.
This one not coming out to as much fanfare as I thought it might, because the original Kingdom Hearts games were massive, but this kind of just slipped under the radar. I'm not entirely sure that was just me, but I didn't see much hype about it.
Never did I.
But the Kingdom Hearts games they're all
Brilliant.
brilliant. You've got the whole Square Disney crossover thing is still novel in my opinion. I'm not a great fan of action RPGs, and you've got this is the real time battle thing. But it is what it is. I'm like you, I haven't played it, so I can't say too much. But
yeah.
I've seen it. I don't know if the story's any good because I haven't played it. But it looks like more of the same.
Yeah, why the return of the Call of Duty franchise?
Did we?
Yes, we had.
Yeah, I would never have known that if you hadn't just said that, or if you hadn't played about 50 hours of multiplayer.
Well, I haven't played 50 hours of multiplayer.
You played a little bit.
It's Modern Warfare. No. This is
No,
weird because they named
it's
it
n-
Modern Warfare, but it's not the original Modern Warfare. It's a return of the Modern Warfare series.
Is it a reboot of the series, or
It's got its own campaign. It's like
or
different.
is this because I think that this might be Modern Warfare, because if you call it Modern Warfare 4, Modern Warfare was Call of Duty 4, and that could just be a little bit too confusing.
No, it's got its own campaign and everything.
So it is a completely fresh game. It's not a soft reboot or anything like that.
It's a completely fresh game, but it does still follow the Modern Warfare storyline, and the multiplayer's good, I'd say. Just tons of campers really in places.
Well, that's Call of Duty, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but apart from that, Spec Ops is back, but I haven't played that yet. But it's a brilliant game from what I've played, and I want to at least consider.
Is it the best Call of Duty?
I'm not sure because I haven't played too much of it.
Played plenty of it.
Uh,
So what else do we have?
I had a new Pokemon game.
You liar! We had 2 new Pokemon games, because Nintendo don't want you to buy just one full price game. They want you to buy 2.
Well, it's sort of the same, except from the Legendary is different. Just like all the rest, going back to the DS. I had Pokemon Sword and Shield.
You had a Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Haven't played it.
I've seen it again. I've
seen
played
a
it.
bit of it.
I'm not a massive Pokemon fan, but it's obviously a huge franchise. But this one really upset the player base, didn't it?
Yeah.
Because they didn't have all the Pokemon, and they were reusing assets from the 3DS. That seems a little bit naughty when you're supposed to have a
Fresh game.
brand new high def console, and this, yeah, and they haven't rushed it either. You know,
Considering
they rushed out Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. So, if you're a Pokemon fan, I'm sure that despite your raging that it's not the game that you wanted it to be, I'm sure you enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah. But
I'm not a Pokemon fan, and I don't think you've shown
much
any interest in it.
recently.
But there you go. That's it. I don't think there's probably other good games that came out last year, but I think
none that we can significantly talk about.
I think that's where we are. So we'll have a little think of what 4 games we're going to have for you to vote on at the end of this video. So as usual, I'll pick one, Aidan will pick one, and then we'll agree on 2. And do you want to?
I'm going Crash Team Racing.
Crash Team Racing.
Nitro Field.
Fair enough. Do you know I'm going for Outer Worlds? That's a great experience. Great game.
Now we have to decide on 2.
We do have to decide on 2. I think, despite the scumbaggery of Nintendo Online,
Tetris 99.
think Tetris 99 is a great game.
Yeah, it's a brilliant game for what it is as well. It's just, I don't like how it's paid DLC for single player. But it's a brilliant game for what it is. So yeah.
We'll go with that.
I'd like Mortal Kombat 11 to go through. Really, 2019 was more games that I should play.
Go on, then you can have Mortal Kombat 11. So that's your 4 choices. You've got Outer Worlds,
Crash Team Racing Nitro Field.
You've got Mortal Kombat 11 and
Tetris 99.
Tetris 99. So please do vote at the end of the video. Also, if you're new to the channel and you like what you've seen, drop a like on the video, please subscribe, and go back and watch the previous videos that we've done for these years. Please vote on those so we can get a better
audience to
well,
vote
we'll get
on.
a more representative vote.
And also turn notifications for when we start to condense the best games of that user voted on.
But that has been 2019. You've now seen all the runners and riders. The next video that we have like this, we'll be starting to
condense them down.
Well, we'll be revealing which games have been the games of each year, and we'll be
put them into the groups,
voting those down further
until we get the ultimate best game of the decade.
And we'll find our best game of the decade. So we'll see you then, hopefully. And in the meantime, just keep playing games.